Blake, we're late for class.
Oh crap, that's right, Morgan. I gotta hurry up and finish my lunch.
Finish your empanadas real quick so we can go to class.
I have too many empanadas. I'm covered in empanadas right now.
Oh my god, your empanadas.
My empanadas, they're everywhere.
But quick, say the things so that we can go to class.
Okay, yeah. So this is gonna be a really quick between class. It's the lunch rush. We gotta hurry up and get to class. So this is gonna be a quick one. Just letting you know. In 3, 2, 1. Morgan, what did you do this week?
So I watched the first 10 minutes of El Camino because I had no time.
Oh, okay.
It was a good 10 minutes.
Yeah, would recommend the first 10 minutes of El Camino.
Well, you haven't finished Breaking Bad.
No, but like to our listeners, would you recommend the first 10 minutes of El Camino?
You should watch Breaking Bad. Okay, based off the first 10 minutes, it's a good movie. You've seen what, the first season of Breaking Bad?
I've seen about the first and a half season.
Okay, so you know, like, kind of the feeling of Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
So that feeling is still there.
Okay, that's good.
That's all you need. It's all you need.
It's a 2-hour long Breaking Bad episode?
Something like that, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna finish it this weekend. You're gonna finish all of Breaking Bad
soon. Hopefully soon. Here's the thing.
Were you playing Destiny too much?
No, I'm
eating too many empanadas.
I'm covered in empanadas right now. I'm drowning in empanadas.
There's no way you know what an empanada is.
I don't.
I know you don't.
No. So here's a little something that I have to start out with, and it took me a while, but I got a hold of the HD copies of Chernobyl, the HBO series.
Did you get HBO?
I got a hold of the Blu-ray disc, actually, that they're selling on Amazon.
That's true?
It's coming in the mail.
Oh,
yes.
It's coming in the mail.
Uh-huh.
Which mail?
And to our school, dude. Come on, you can't ask all these questions.
We have mail? We get mail?
No, my mail. Do you want me to give out our address on the internet?
No, rather not.
Okay.
But I haven't gotten any letters from my mom.
Oh, that's because I've been taking them.
Really? I thought she just wasn't gonna write them.
No, she writes them like once every week, but I just get really hungry, so I decided to eat your mail. You know.
God damn it, Blake.
Yeah, I'm sorry. When I can't get a hold of my empanadas, then I have to eat your mail.
Okay, I'm gonna make you an empanada now, like for real, because you need to know what an empanada is. I don't know how you don't know.
It's like a tamale, right?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, this man.
So what else did you do?
This week? Not much.
Yeah, it is midterms.
It's been a long week.
Yeah, it
full
really
of
has.
Things. I don't know.
Well then, that's okay. Like I said, I have been playing Destiny 2.
Yeah.
Destiny 2, better than Destiny 1. Best thing I can say about it.
A little late to the game.
I am very late to the game.
2016, right?
I believe so. See, here's the thing with Destiny 2. So Bungie recently split with Activision because Bungie wanted to make this an MMO, but Activision was like, no, you have to release a game every so often. So the content is really weird and layered. And here's my biggest problem with it.
Well, like, I know, like, all of the updates kind of add, like, new things that make the last update kind of worthless.
Well, I wouldn't say that. It just is more content on more content. Like, the cap's always rising. Here's my problem. Here's my problem with Destiny. And it's really just a problem with, like, looter shooters in general.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta have something that can stick with me. And right now, the story is not making me stick. It is not sticky. It is flying off of me. And that is disappointing because Bungie makes good games, but I don't know how long I'm going to be playing Destiny. Maybe if I find like a crew to roll with. I know there's a lot of people on campus that play Destiny 2.
You've been playing it a decent amount, so you must be having some fun.
Well, yeah, it's really it's like I got to listen to this podcast, so I'll put on Destiny 2 while I listen to this podcast, but in reality, it's like I've sort of already falling off. I don't really like the character customization. There's not a lot of it.
Yeah.
It's just a bit, I don't know. It's just missing its mark. I can see, I'm able to see why this game is so popular, especially now, but I'm not able to actually experience that just because of my personality. So instead, I've decided that I'm going to play Max Payne 2.
So it sounds like you have like no opinions really, or not a ton of opinions on.
It's good.
Okay, it's fine. That's all you need. Moving on. I just realized what I did do this week.
What?
I watched Constantine.
Oh yeah.
Not the show, the movie from 2006, who you were surprised to find out.
Yeah, I thought Edward Norton was the lead in it.
No. That was American History X. Where he curb stomped that guy.
Oh.
No. It's Keanu Reeves.
It is. It's Johnny Silverhand. It's Neo. It's John Wick.
That's enough. Okay, we get it. It's 47 Ronin.
It's Ted?
He wasn't in Ted.
No, Bill and Ted.
Oh.
Which one is he? Is he Bill or Ted? Data Team.
I've never seen Bill and Ted.
Data Team's getting on this. Continue, Morgan.
That should be our next thing. We should watch Bill and Ted. But Constantine's really good. Okay, so some of the CGI is like really bad. Some of the acting's really bad. Some of the plot stuff's really bad. But I love this movie. I love this movie so much. It's so weird and like it's so 2006 in like every way. And like, oh my god, like I don't read comics or anything. I don't know the character of Constantine, but I do know that like people didn't love Keanu Reeves as Constantine. Constantine's supposed to be like, I don't know, Cockney-ish and like blonde.
What? Really?
He's modeled after Sting.
Oh.
From the
From the band?
Yeah.
From the Police?
Yeah. But no, like it's Keanu Reeves and his kind of like mellow tone. And he does a fine job. It's pretty good. I love it. Shia LaBeouf's in it and I don't hate him.
Hey, look at that.
Spoilers for this movie. Shia LaBeouf gets killed in like 5 seconds.
Oh.
Like he makes it to the end of the movie and is like, I helped save the day, and then he just gets thrown against the ceiling and dies. It's so
That's
good.
That's actually pretty funny.
It's so good. And then there's a post-credit scene. This is pre-Marvel post-credit scenes in a DC movie.
Oh my gosh.
It's so great. And do you know what the post-credit scene is?
What?
So Keanu Reeves goes to I'm just gonna use the actors' names. Keanu Reeves goes to Shia LaBeouf's grave, and Shia LaBeouf is an angel, and he flies up into the night.
Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful! And
It's
then he
so-
went on to make Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen.
Was that? Wait, was that the same time? Was that before or after? I don't know. It doesn't matter. It
No,
doesn't matter.
no. It was 2006, right? Revenge of the Fallen was after 2006. I think it was 2008 because I believe the original Transformers was 2004.
Really?
Data Team. Get
no,
on
we
this.
don't need a data team. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It does not matter.
Calm down, Data Team.
Stop referencing those guys, please.
Hey, I gotta give them work. I'm paying them like below minimum wage. They get money from tips.
Jeez.
So they're legally registered as waiters. So
Yeah, I highly recommend this movie. It's really good in all the best ways.
okay, yeah, I'll definitely have to check it out and then like come back here and love it extra more.
It's so good.
I bet you I'll like
so good.
Constantine more than you do.
It's fine. I don't care.
Do you think if we meet John, I called him John Wick.
Don't call him John Wick.
Do you think if we meet
Keanu
Reeves and we're like, hey man, I loved you in Constantine. What else have you done? And act like you don't know any of his other movies. Do you think he'll be like, what?
Well, I've never met a celebrity. Sorry, I've met one celebrity. Not a movie star. No, don't worry about it.
Whoa, okay, off mic stuff.
No, it's not. It's not important. But my thing was always, if I was like in my head, I'm like, if I ever meet a celebrity, I'm gonna reference their most obscure or like least reviewed thing, and be like, you were great in this. What else have you done?
Eddie Murphy, I loved you in Pluto Nash.
I wouldn't do that to Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy's been through enough.
Let the man live.
Also, Keanu Reeves has been through enough.
I mean, he's making a comeback. He went quiet for a while, and then John Wick really brought him back.
I'm not going to get into it, but you do not want to know like the backstory to like Keanu Reeves' life. It's not a happy time.
Oh yeah, like the dude's gone through a lot of stuff, hasn't he?
I'm not. You can if you want to, you can look it up. But
We'll do a Keanu Reeves cast soon.
We'll talk about it.
TBD.
Very respectful. He's a very gracious person. Very happy to be doing whatever he's doing.
You're wonderful, man.
He gives 100%, and I love that. Like he always does. He's always doing great. And yeah.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves. We are now friend of the show, Keanu Reeves.
Yes, friend of the show, our only friend.
Our only friend. Well, right now our only friend. We have an enemy of the show though, an arch rival.
Oh wait, who's the enemy of the show?
Randy Pitchford.
That no, not part of this.
No,
He's your enemy.
He's my all right. We'll
He's your
clarify.
enemy.
Randy Pitchford is my personal enemy because he's a terrible human being. But we'll do a Pitchford cast later.
I'm not talking about Randy Pitchford for an hour.
All
But Blake,
right.
it's lunchtime. We gotta go. We gotta
Yeah,
get
it
to the
is.
news.
No, I'm finishing my my empaladas and I'm moving into my desserts, my empaladas. Here, and
Papas
let's
fritas?
go. Let's head into the news, and we don't have that much to talk about.
Pico de gallo?
Uh,
Paella.
First of all, we
Quesadilla.
have
Arroz con
the
leche.
biggest news, which is PlayStation 5 announced launches holiday 2020. Yay!
Okay.
I like this news because I'm a Sony merc.
I don't know. It's you think it's gonna be $600 or whatever when they release it.
I hope to God it's not.
Okay.
I feel like it might be because they cut PlayStation Plus prices in half.
Yeah.
So where else do they think they're going to make this money from?
I don't know. So what are the specs on this thing? What
The
can it do?
specs? Okay, so it has an SSD drive,
Sure.
solid state drive instead of a hard drive, which is going to be pretty powerful. I believe that they did a test where they compared Spider-Man loading times to a PS4 Pro, and it went from like 8 seconds to 0.8 seconds. Something similar, like a huge drop, which is pretty impressive.
That's pretty good.
And solid state drives have been in the PC world for a while now.
Yeah,
which
my
is,
Mac has one. So.
yeah. And the thing is that they're still pretty expensive. So it's going to be the most expensive part of the console probably.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, man, like is Sony going to take a risk and sell it at a huge loss? Because normally when you sell consoles, you sell them at a little bit of a loss. Getting a little bit in the nitty gritty here. But it's a lot to sell the PlayStation 5 at a huge loss. And because I don't know, it's really a throw up. We got a lot of controller specs though.
Okay, but real quick.
Yeah.
So they released the dev kit, which has all these specs. And
Yes.
the dev kit looks like a toilet. Looks like a toilet seat.
It does. I think it looks cool, like a cool toilet seat. But it
But
does
like,
look
okay,
like a
but
toilet
my
seat.
question is, what are the odds that? Because usually what happens is like the dev kit is like the bare bones, and then when they release the actual product, it's sleek and fresh. What are the odds that to lower the price and to not go into the R&D for that, they just keep it as the toilet seat?
No. I would say that the dev kit's probably more expensive because it's got more tinkering stuff, maybe, than the other one. Honestly, though, I would really love the toilet seat. I really love that design.
You would put a
low-key.
toilet seat on your mantle, say, "This is my favorite toilet seat. I used to play my favorite games."
Yes, I do, and I would like sit on the toilet seat.
Yeah.
Well, that's what the new thing for the PlayStation 5 is. You're able to sit on it, and it plays through your eyes because it connects your butt.
No, I'm sorry I asked.
See, I can turn this around.
Yeah.
But the PlayStation 5 controller, better haptic feedback, especially with the my bad, the triggers, which is something that is both loved and hated. I like the feel of it, but I understand why people don't like it, because the higher resistance, the more likely you're going to get carpal tunnel and hand cramps. I like it, though. I like it. Also, USB-C! Yay!
Isn't like the whole tech industry moving towards that?
Yes.
Or trying to?
Yes,
Or
desperately.
yeah.
And it's good. It is a good thing that
Well, most
everybody's like
things
that.
use it. It's like,
Well,
well, a lot
You
of
say
things are
that.
turning towards it. The new Macs are using it. The Switch is using it.
no. That's not actually USB-C.
What is it?
It is like Nintendo's homebrew thing that is slightly different of it. I don't know if I can speak for the newest releases of the Switch, but I know that the original ones was not USB-C certified.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I had no idea.
Yeah, they did not work. They worked, but it was at risk of breaking your Switch.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah, that's what happened to a lot of people. That's what happened to my cousin.
Is it just the output?
Maybe I'm not an expert on this. I just know that they don't match up. So if you don't get Nintendo certified stuff, it will probably
It must
break.
be the output, right? Because
Yeah. That's like the only option though. It's
Yeah.
like only because if you're not actually damaging it. But anyway, so that's our Switch bashing.
yeah. Go on.
PlayStation 5 though, I'm excited. here's a little thing though.
I'm not a console gamer. I don't care.
Yeah, here's the thing. Here's a little thing for you. Here's a little tin hat conspiracy theory for you.
Just say it real quick. That's slow. It's really slow.
I know. So
I said quick.
Sony laid off a garbage ton of people.
Along with
recently,
this announcement.
Along with this announcement.
You want to get into this?
Sort of, a little bit.
Okay, so let's talk about this. So, yeah, I know what you're talking about. So Sony had this announcement of new PS5
announcement. Yeah.
with specs and kind of all the things
It was in a tweet.
and at the same time they laid off, what was the number?
Oh my gosh, like I believe like dozens of data team. Get on this. We'll have the data team on this, but it was somewhere in like dozens of I believe Sony Europe people.
Yeah, so which is kind of crappy because the whole idea that is you're limiting the outrage behind it by saying, hey, we also have the new thing for you, the consumer. But like, it's a crappy thing to do. Like, these are people's livelihoods.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I think I legitimately, yes, it is in Europe. We don't have the numbers of it, but it happened like back to back when this, like, they got laid off and then the tweet was sent immediately.
Yeah.
And it really does feel like this is a distraction, isn't it? To me personally, because
it's a smokescreen kind of.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because like the announcement when I talked about how they're having PlayStation Plus prices earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Say that 5 times fast.
PlayStation Plus
Exactly. You couldn't even make one.
can do once.
PlayStation they
Plus
did that.
No.
It's hard.
Yeah. No.
They did that during the Sony State of Play,
Yeah.
which that's such a weird thing to do, but you do like the biggest announcement, like the next generation console, on a tweet. Like
Sure.
that I don't know. It rattles some bones if you ask me.
Okay.
You get what I'm trying to say here?
Yeah, it's not a good situation for
A lot
of people that that were working and now they're not.
Yep. So
Hopefully they can find another thing to do.
I think so. The game industry is blowing up, certainly in China, which, by the way, I love our Chinese overlords.
Nope.
No? Okay. Free. Can we go the other side? Free Hong Kong, revolution of our time.
I don't comment on politics.
Well, no. The thing is that the next story is Blitzchung, being banned from. So Blitzchung is a Chinese, or an Asian at least, Hearthstone player, and
What did he do?
He won a Hearthstone tournament,
Cool.
which is a Blizzard card game, like
Sure.
digital card game.
So
and then
interesting.
when he was interviewed, he wore a Hong Kong mask. We're gonna get a little bit political here.
Ugh.
We're gonna wear he wore a Hong Kong mask, and when in his interview he said in whatever language, I believe it was Chinese. I'm sorry, I'm not an expert. He said, "Free Hong Kong, revolution of our time," and then immediately, like, everything went to cut. Like, the casters even ducked and hid their face because they knew what was happening.
Yeah.
And Blizzard's snapshot decision to that was to 1-year ban of all Hearthstone from him. That guy could not do anything with Hearthstone.
Sure.
2, no prize money.
Okay.
All of this prize money gone. 3, fire the 2 casters that interviewed him in that, and blacklist them.
Okay, so it's crappy. Like, it's okay. You're gonna get me to comment on this. Apparently, it's really crappy that they fired those 2 casters. This person clearly made a decision to make this comment after winning this tournament because he had and has a certain political belief. But I also see it from the side of Blizzard, which is a company working in China, which is still partially under communist rule.
Partially.
Like, I'm trying to be like as
Dude, we have no Chinese market.
okay. It's a communist country. If you want me to say it, I'll say it. It's a communist country, and Blizzard doesn't want to lose their business in one of their biggest marketing areas in the world, and because of that, they're accommodating themselves to Chinese politics and Chinese views on freedom of speech, which in a lot of cases is not a lot of freedom of speech.
Here's where it gets a bit wacky, though. Okay, so in China, they do something really bad, whatever. So that takes off. People get really mad about that.
Yeah.
Like, this is really easy stuff to find. And personally, I find it a bit more disgusting because they're a Western-based company. But here's where it goes a bit off the change for real, which is when there was a collegiate tournament happening and a group of American protesters started to do that in American soil, and they got silenced. There was specific panaways and cuts and not lack of an interview that Blizzard did there. And so that's what sort of makes me go like,
It's the same principle, just in a different area. And like, I believe in a perfect world they wouldn't have to do that, but yeah, the Blizzard isn't going to be the company to take a stand against the communist nation of China.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. Blizzard works up a rep in the West, especially through Overwatch, of them being extremely progressive and extremely free-thinking and, lead globally, lead responsibly,
Yeah.
Social justice, all of that. And then they start silencing United States e-athletes for making a Hong Kong protest. Like, on United States soil. Like, that rattles my bones. Rattles my bones.
Yeah, it sucks. It really does.
And I don't think that they should be doing that.
No, they shouldn't, but it's kind of what we're dealing with right now, and there's not much. I don't know. Blizzard's not going to fix the problems in China, but they're not helping either. I think that's the ultimate takeaway from it.
Well, yeah, but also we're starting to see that. I feel like this is like a wake up call to a lot of people that like, most companies can live without the United States and Western market because China is just that fat and big.
It's a growing place. They got rid of the one-child policy. They updated it to
now they have two-child
policy. Yes,
2 times the children.
Yeah, but no, China's kind of in a really bad place too because their ratios are so skewed. Do you know about this? Because they had this one-child policy for the longest time. Usually, what happened is, couples or whatever would have a child, and if it was a girl, they'd give her up for adoption, which is why there were so many Chinese infants up for adoption even in America. Like it was constant, because they would just be looking to get the male child, because males were in the culture more likely to grow up and care for their parents when they got older. And it's completely skewed those ratios. So there's a huge quantity of men in the country and not nearly enough women.
I think it's like 1 in 35.
I don't know if
men to women.
I don't know if it's that bad, but it's something really
like for every 35 men there's 1 woman. Something crazy like that.
Yeah, it's something crazy like that. So it's China's in a weird place right now, and they are the big powerhouse country, but
because people finally have spending money over there.
Exactly, which is but I'm interested to see how their previous situation impacts their current situation.
Well, it would be remiss for me to say not give the updates, which is after much backlash of people deleting their accounts, just general protesting on all of the forums and everything, massive downvotes, that Blizzard retracted their original punishment. They gave him his money, and they banned him for 3 months or something like that instead of the whole year, which is still ridiculous in my opinion. It's nice that they released something, but here's the real kicker. Yeah. So BlizzCon happens on November 1st, about 2 weeks from now. BlizzCon tickets...
Didn't you go last year?
No, I did not. I went to Gen Con.
Sorry.
BlizzCon tickets cannot be refunded. So everybody who bought a BlizzCon ticket is going to BlizzCon.
Yeah.
And there's going to be some wild stuff going around because guess what? BlizzCon every year has a Q&A session, an open Q&A session.
They're going to get rid of it.
So there's 3 options here, all of which are bad. 1, you try to make it filtered questions.
I was going to say you filter the questions.
Then people are going to find a way to weasel it in. 2, you just have selected people, pre-selected with pre-selected questions. Then you're just going to get shouted over.
Yeah.
3, you have no Q&A session, and then there's going to be like riots because hey man, the gamers just came off the Joker movie, man. They're ready to rise up.
Still not a great movie. Like, it's fine. Like, I'd watch it again maybe.
That
but,
was a
like,
joke. It wasn't a judgment on the Joker movie.
Yeah, but I still don't like the Joker movie.
Yeah, so Blizzard is about to like become the new Hong Kong protest capital in the world. But uh-oh. You hear that, Morgan? That's the bell.
Wait, quick, before the bell.
Yeah, before the bell. What?
Turn the bell off.
Okay, yeah, bell. Shut up, bell.
Okay, so you turn the bell off so I can end this real quick.
Yeah.
I have big news.
What is the big news?
Fortnite.
Oh, yeah!
I can't believe you forgot. I kind of can.
Well, that's why.
You don't care.
We'll talk about this outside the podcast, but I have some big changes that I think we should do. Fortnite time.
Okay, so Fortnite time. I'm the Fortnite player in the room. I'm not good at it. I'm really bad. I play on a Switch. I've been playing since season 6 or 7-ish.
So he's got some cred.
Not really. Don't boost me. I usually just use it as like something to do, like when I have like a half an hour gap between classes or something. Hey. And it's just
Speaking of.
Yeah. That's why I made the sound. So it's like it's something quick and easy, not something I have to worry about and oh, I need to finish this and this and this. It's like, yeah, I'll have like a thing to do each day and maybe I'll get to it, maybe I don't. And that's my thing with Fortnite. But I realize how big of a thing it is. So this past weekend they had the end of season 10 event where they blew up the map.
I watched it with you actually.
Yeah, I first time ever I watched an in-game event as it happened. I wasn't in the game.
Well, you were, and then the game ended. Like
I was in a
minute.
game, it ended, and then I tried to get back into a game 5 minutes before, and servers were full. So this got huge numbers for Fortnite streams.
Don't doubt it. Yeah, we were watching a stream.
We were watching a random stream and it had 500,000 people.
That's ridiculous.
Like at the time of it streaming. And it's insane. And so what happened was they destroyed the map, put a black hole on all of Fortnite, on the Twitter accounts, on the game itself. You couldn't play a game of Fortnite from Sunday afternoon until sometime early Tuesday morning, I want to say. So it's like a day and a half-ish. And people flipped out.
I mean, you can't... What happens to my Digibucks?
Your V-Bucks. They're called
my
V-Bucks.
V-Bucks.
So no, and it was just anytime you logged onto Fortnite, but in that period, it was just a black hole. You couldn't do anything on it, except if you put in the Konami code.
Up, down, left, right, BA start.
You didn't have to say the whole thing. You could have just
for the viewers that don't know the Konami code. That thing's old. People don't know it anymore.
Okay, so if you put in the Konami code, you can play kind of this shooter, space shooter. What is it? Kind of like
Space Invaders, Galaga.
Galaga. It's like Galaga.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then Tuesday morning, whatever, they released the update for Fortnite Chapter 2.
Fortnite 2.
So it's interesting because they didn't release any patch notes with it.
Oh.
So
that's extremely interesting.
No, it's super interesting because they changed the whole layout. They changed some graphics. It feels slower a little bit, kind of the gameplay. I don't know how to describe it. Maybe it's just me, but it feels like it's a little bit more bare bones, which I think is the point because they got rid of a lot of weapons. They got rid of a lot of healing items. They got rid of...
No slurp juice?
It's not important. They got rid of certain things. And they upped the rarity of a lot of things.
Oh, okay.
Or they updated the RNG at least.
It's harder to find a golden scar.
It's harder to find like a golden gun so that you're just the winner all the time. And they didn't... Okay, and the first game you go into, it's playing this awesome music as you jumping out of the bus.
Oh, okay.
It's really good.
It's
really good. But also, what was it? It was the map is blank, kind of Zelda-esque, where you kind of have to discover the map.
Oh, okay.
And they also added fishing.
Oh, from Nier?
What?
That's a reach for all of y'all. If you
no one's played
joke.
Nier Automata.
No, it's not even that one. Nier Automata is the sequel to Nier.
Oh, just Nier.
Just Nier.
Okay,
so
that
that's
sounds
a
right.
reach.
So yeah, I'm fishing now in Fortnite, and it's great. No, it's fine. I play it in my off time. It's fine.
What do you get when you fish?
You go. So they added a lot of water elements. You can swim now.
Yeah.
And boats. It's the first time they had a water vehicle, and what you can do is you can go to certain areas where like you can see fish bubbling on the surface.
Yeah.
And fishing pole is an item, so you get it. You go and you can. It's RNG. You get either
okay,
a blue.
so it's just like a chest.
It's like a blue fish, a green fish, or a or a gray fish.
Red
and
fish,
so
a blue fish.
yeah, so and some of them
fish or two fish.
yeah, some of them give you weapons or healing items, and that's it.
Oh, okay.
And that's all it is. Yeah, it's just very interesting for one of the biggest games in the world to be down for a day and a half.
Oh yeah,
And they used
interesting.
it to their advantage, to be honest.
Yeah, there was plenty of people that were mad that they couldn't play their fork knife, but I think it's a ballsy move, certainly.
It was very, very ballsy.
I just wish they called it Fortnite 2 and not Fortnite Chapter 2.
Well, it's Chapter 2. It's the year of chapters.
Yeah, I know that, but I think it would be way better if they just called it Fortnite 2.
Well, now it sets up kind of a principle for them.
Two night.
No, stop it. Have you seen Too Fast, Too Furious?
I haven't even seen the original one.
Okay, so right before I came to school, I saw two series of movies before coming to college because I was super sick and I had nothing else to do. So I watched the first 7 Fast and Furious movies.
The best 7 Fast and Furious movies.
You're wrong, but go on. But no, my turn. And all the Rocky movies.
We are going to have a Rocky cast.
We'll get to them. We'll
sometime.
get to them. I'd love to talk about those because that's fun. But no, it's Fortnite is now as the precedent that every 10 seasons they are gonna have to change, like have a major change, along with the minor changes they have throughout their kind of seasons and in between seasons.
Which I mean, that's sort of like a normal game cycle. Because a season every 3 months. So 2.5 years?
It's about 2.5 years because it's 10 weeks. It's 10 weeks and a little bit more per season.
Here's the thing for me. I don't know if Fortnite's gonna be that big in this certain amount of time. Like, I don't think there might not be a Chapter 3.
I don't know either, but I didn't think they'd make it 2.5 years, and they already passed that, and they are still respectably in a very good place.
Yeah, they are. They are in a very good place.
And 2.5 years for basically a new game development is pretty good time, especially since they're reusing assets, which I noticed when I was exploring the map. They reused a lot of a certain amount of locations and kind of textures and stuff here and there.
It's Chapter 2. It's not 2.
It's not, yeah, but they did a good job with what they did, and clearly they wanted people to come back playing because it's making them money, and good on them.
Yeah, definitely. Go Epic. You did a ballsy move, and I'm not normally on your side, but I got to give it to you this time. That was pretty dope of you. That was pretty dope. But Morgan. Do you hear that?
What's the bell? You turned it back on. Oh no.
Oh no, it must have been Chuck. Oh god dang it, Chuck. You piece of garbage. We got to go to class now. How dare you do that to us? All right, quickly, Morgan. We have to go to class. Blake here. You just listened to the Between Class podcast, and I hope you had a good time. You can support us by liking this video, subscribing to our channel, clicking that little bell icon so you get notified when we upload, and showing your friends. So go ahead, have a great week, and I'll see you between class.